Hey guys, Dr. Woods here with Premier Pain Management. In the last couple of videos, we were talking about why your hamstrings were tight. We said that the first cause could be really tight hip flexors, causing anterior pelvic tilt, which could be pulling up and stretching of those hamstrings. And the other reason your hamstrings can be tight is your glutes aren't strong enough. So they're not posteriorly rotating your pelvis, and they're allowing those hip flexors to dominate. So today I want to cover 3 quick glute exercises that you can easily do at home that's really going to help shorten those hamstrings and relieve tension. Gina, let's have you put those in here. So I like using a band on this one, and these are just our simple glute bridges. So I'm going to have Gina go ahead, raise her pelvis up towards the ceiling, and then come back down. A lot of people, when they do this exercise, since the hamstrings are weak, you're going to start feeling them cramp up here. What I do when that starts happening is I have patients scoot these heels as close to their glutes as possible. I have them flatten their back flat on the table and then go ahead and lift up. This should start taking the hamstrings out of the equation, and therefore that should stop the cramping. Next thing we're going to do is side lying leg lifts. Let's lay on your side. Let's face the window over there. If you do it with the band on, it's definitely much more difficult. So let's make it more difficult on Gina today. Let's bend this bottom knee here. Let's keep this top one straight. Her foot, I'm going to have dorsiflexed and rotated down towards the floor so the heel is behind her body. Her hips are nice and stacked on top of one another, and she's simply going to raise her leg up and down. On this, you should really start feeling this glute medius work in this area. You're really going to start feeling a lot of tightness, a lot of engagement there. The third and final exercise we're going to go over today is go ahead and continue rolling over so you're face down. And we are going to do these prone lying hip extensions. Again, to take the hamstring, the TFL, everything out of the equation here, I'm going to have her take this knee 30 degrees out. I'm going to have her take this foot 30 degrees out. And I'm going to have her lift that knee all the way up off the table, really squeezing her glute as hard as she can and coming back down. On this, again, if your hamstring starts cramping up, or if you find that rotating your knee 30 degrees and foot 30 degrees outwards, it is definitely much simpler to keep your leg in and your foot and everything pointed straight, and go ahead and lift up and down here. Is that easier, Gina? Much easier. And then 30 degrees out, 30 degrees out, much more difficult position, really isolating the gluteus maximus. In summary, we've covered why the hamstrings are tight. We covered what you can do to fix your anterior pelvic tilt and stretch your hip flexors. And then we also just covered how to strengthen those glutes. If you have any questions or these things aren't working for you, feel free to make an appointment, come to the office. Maybe we can check you out a bit further and see what else may be contributing to the problem.